Married and divorced by 26, and you got a divorce 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
So you were married and divorced by 24.
Yeah,
Was this religion?
a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very common.
Keep overlooking life, but that's the biggest blessing. Just engage with who you are and throw the biggest wedding. Just think of this as food for thought. You feel I'm overstepping. I got a good degree in knowledge if it's ever question. I'd rather see you shining than a
Hey, hi, hello. Welcome to Chasing OK Life's Marathon, a podcast about anything and everything presented by LiveOK. LiveOK is centered around promoting mental health awareness. Visit ShopLiveOK, that's ShopLiveOK.com, where the proceeds go towards making a difference. Now let's get into it. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Chasing OK Life's Marathon. We are on episode, I believe, 24. If I'm wrong, I'll correct it right here. But other than that, before we get started, we are drinking on root beer. Yeah. Uh, yeah, we're just drinking on root beer. No further, we're not going to get into that anymore. But as you see, we have a guest on today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Kristen Crawford. I am 26 and I am from Provo, Utah originally.
Provo what?
Utah.
Say
Provo.
Provo, Utah.
Provo, Utah.
All right, so I've never met anybody from Utah.
Mm-hmm.
How's life in Utah? How was life in Utah?
It was good. It was still good. It was a really good place for me to grow up. I think it was really generally pretty safe environment to grow up in and everything, and really good. It's very family oriented. Definitely very, very family oriented. So I got to meet a lot of people, and there's a lot of events.
Mm-hmm.
Very religious, of course. The LDS culture is very prevalent there. So I think my high school is 80% Mormon. So it's just
LDS for me and those that don't know, what does LDS stand for?
so it's Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Oh, that's okay.
So Mormons is what most people know them by.
Okay. Okay. We'll get into that a little bit more. Forgot to do our icebreaker. So if you are familiar with the show, we do an icebreaker where we ask, deep ocean or deep space, providing you have the necessary materials to survive for at least 30 days.
Oh my gosh. Am I dying at the end either way, or
Most likely. We haven't gotten to that, but you have 30 days in space or deep ocean.
I do space.
Excuse me. Space?
Space.
I think you're the second person to do space. Yeah. Now you have 8 deep ocean and 2 deep space. Is there any particular reason why you chose deep space?
I think it would just be really cool to be able to see that vantage point of being able to like see Earth from outside or just other planets, as well as the stars are cool. I don't know. I like the sky. I'm very much a sky person, which I love the beach, but looking at the deep ocean kind of scares me.
Actually, I might have that backwards. I got a review, but I'm pretty sure you're the second person to say deep space. I wrote it down, but I recently erased everything
Okay.
and then rewrote it down.
Yeah.
So I might have wrote it backwards. But I'm pretty sure you're the second person to do deep space.
Yeah. Deep space.
But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We'll revisit that during the editing process.
Yeah.
But all right, so we have either 8 for deep ocean and 2 for deep space, or we have 9 for deep space and 1 for deep ocean.
It's either really basic or
Yeah,
unique.
depending on how I edited it, not edited it, how I rewrote it, and what the outcome is. I know what I'm talking about. Other people may not. So we know your name. We know where you're from. Can you tell us what you do?
Yes, so I'm an outside sales rep. So I sell electrical material to electricians, mainly used for construction, building buildings, some service work. So if you're changing out a light in your house,
Mm-hmm.
I would sell the light, basically. But generally we do big projects. So if a building's being built, so like right now, like one of my customers is working on a Crunch Fitness. So I'm supplying all the electrical material that goes into that. But I'll basically just make sure that they're taken care of, and I'll take them out to lunches and stuff like that as well. So kind of the relationship between my business and their business.
All right. Would that be considered like a logistics type role or no?
I would say more customer service.
Customer service based?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you provide them. So are you selling it to them, or they already bought it? You're just like a what's the like a customer success?
Yeah, so I'm selling it to them. So it's more like like almost a team
Mm-hmm.
team partnership in the sense of I have the material that they need,
Mm-hmm.
and generally the reason why they would buy from me is the relationship that's built, not because we have a different product versus someone else. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, there is that to an extent, but for the most part, all of us offer kind of the same thing. It's
Yeah.
just more of the relationship and how we take care of a customer and make sure they're serviced.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess does that answer? I'm pretty sure I answered
Yeah.
the question.
Most people probably. I mean, I'm gonna continue to think about it, but if y'all know and understand, then y'all understand. Um, but do you enjoy what you do?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
when you wake up in the morning, you be like, I enjoy going to work.
Sometimes, most of the time. Yeah, it's definitely I'm the first female on our outside sales rep team because it's a very male dominated industry.
Okay.
So sometimes that can be a little bit challenging and can be a little daunting in the mornings. But I think once I build my clientele and my account package a little bit more, then I'll be good.
Okay.
I'll enjoy it a lot more.
Do you feel any, for lack of better words, type of way about being the only female?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I take a lot of pride in that, just in the sense of I've always been kind of a very progressive person in the sense of I guess I've never really fit the normal stereotypes. I was always a tomboy growing up and everything. So just a matter of kind of rewriting what the norms are, what the expectations are. I take a lot of pride in that and kind of blazing the trail for those like coming after me.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, I mean, it's just interesting. I'm kind of the guinea pig, so that's kind of the hard part, I guess.
Do you foresee more ladies
Mhm.
in this one? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are y'all actively working on it? And we're not political, but I know y'all be like DEI whatsoever. I'm pretty sure you're qualified for your position. Those who don't understand DEI and affirmative action, y'all need to shut up. But would you would you? I got off topic. Do you know what I was talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, but like, do you see women actively like preparing for your role?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, so we actually have we have a training program that you go through.
Okay.
It's like 2 years long. And so I went through it and at the end I became a salesperson. If you can either do that or you can go and open your own location.
Mm-hmm.
And basically it's kind of like running your own business, which is
Okay.
really cool. It's kind of like a franchise, but even more independent. You just have the support of the company. But we have two other girl trainees that are going through right now to be managers,
Mhm.
and then we have one new girl that we hired to be a sales trainee, which will do what I do.
Okay.
So we are. To answer your
That's
question.
good. So I know you said you're from Utah. You moved here 2 years ago.
Mhm.
Was the position the reason for your moving?
That's part of it.
So when you were applying or uh, we'll get to that in a second. What made you move to Texas?
I guess long answer. I was married, and then he got a job out here, and we started kind of making the plans for us to move out, and uh, yeah, just move over here.
Mhm.
In the time of figuring that all out, so I had done my over the phone interview with this position
Mhm.
with yeah my boss that I have. Did the phone interview with him. In between that, he bought me a plane ticket for him to come out and meet, like for me to come out and meet everybody because he doesn't hire anyone unless he meets them
Mhm.
first. So bought me the plane ticket. It was about a month later. In between the two interviews is when I got a divorce. And so I I didn't have to move,
Mhm.
but I was really excited about the prospect of moving out of Utah, and this was like the best place for me to go. I've got cousins that live nearby, um, and it was a really good training program that they had here. So I said, well, I come out anyways. I'll take this flight, see if I like it. If I
Yeah.
like it, I'm still moving out here. So did that, liked it, and then just made the change.
So like not kind of spur of the moment, but you took a leap.
Yeah.
That's dope. I could I see myself wanting to do stuff like that. Just just do it. But I feel like I'm leaving a lot behind.
But hey, but I mean, in some ways, it's kind of like the podcast, right? You just got to do it.
Yeah.
You just got to do it. If you keep waiting for it to be the right moment, you're
Yeah.
never gonna make it happen.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna leave all my football people behind and all my friends.
Yeah, it is tough.
I hate starting over.
That's
I
fair.
think that's the main reason. I just don't want to start
Yeah.
over. No, but
That's fair.
hey, you did it, and more power to you. And I'm glad that you enjoy what you do. So if you did move out here, 2 years ago,
Mhm.
and you said the program is 2 years.
Yeah.
So are you completed it, or are you almost
Yeah.
completed?
Yeah, I've already completed it. So technically, they count like a year of outside sales as your training, but that's if you're going to go on to management. So once I got into outside sales, which is in January, then I'm pretty much already there. So I'm considered out of the training program and a full-time outside sales rep, and I have been for almost a year.
Good.
Yeah.
Is the company well known? Like, if you said it, would they know?
No,
Okay.
it's a massive company, but it's
But
just not well known.
under the radar.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you work in the industry, you know of us, but if you don't, then you don't.
I feel like that's like a lot of big companies, like a lot of the uh, like big tech companies.
Yeah.
Like if you don't like work with it personally, you're just gonna be like, what is that? Like
Yeah,
I
never
think
heard of that.
like Leidos and Likey. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
I didn't know about them until I was in the military. I was like, oh, y'all are important.
Yeah. And it's like my brother. My brother is electrical engineer for L3 Harris. And I'm like, I don't know, I've never heard of that, but
Whatever that
they're a big company.
All right, so how was you kind of touched on a little bit. How was life in Utah? Like,
Yeah.
and you said are you currently a Mormon? Do you
No.
can no you
No. I've left the church.
okay. So we've got to touch on a bunch of stuff. So, but we have time. That's what the pod is.
Yeah.
We have so much time.
We got time.
So, how was life in Utah? And I have a little side note over here, because after the event that happened in Utah, everybody knows we're not talking about it.
Yep.
A pie chart popped up
Mhm.
about the black population. It was like like a slither.
It's tiny.
So a two-partish question, which the second part is really really basic. So how was life in Utah, and how many black people were in your school?
This is funny. I should talk about this all the time. Yeah, no, life in Utah was really good still. I mean, it's beautiful there. Absolutely beautiful.
I want to go.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And like I lived in the base of Y Mountain, which is really pretty. Like if you've ever seen any like the Sports Illustrated or just any like Barstool Sports, they'll post like the most gorgeous stadiums in the United States, right? And Lavelle Edwards, which is the football stadium, or the baseball stadium, like always get put up there because it's just so pretty. So pretty. So I really enjoy like doing outdoor stuff and being outside. I love being outside. And so that was all good, and I had really good friends growing up and everything as well. But I don't know, just one of the things I think I just outgrew a little bit.
Is it like I mean, I know it's a big state, but is it like a small town type feel?
I mean, I would yes and no. Like definitely, yeah, I would say like growing up in Provo, which Provo is like a suburb of Salt Lake City, kind of. I think it's the third largest city in Utah, but it still did feel pretty small town.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the second part of my question is, how many black people did you go to school with?
I can probably count on one hand. I think I had like maybe 4.
In your whole school or in your graduation class?
Oh, in my graduating class, 1.
Dang. So in your school, almost less than 5 people. That's wild.
That's a lot of, yeah. We have a lot of white people.
So
Polynesians actually, and Hispanics.
okay.
Hispanic, Latino.
What about the Asian population?
Not much. There's still some. Like 2 of my really good friends were Asian, but
what about so you said Polynesian, Hispanic? What about the Indians?
no Indians.
0?
Absolutely 0. Like Native American, yes. Indian, like Indian.
Is there a reservation up there?
Yeah, there's a couple.
Okay.
So I mean, Utah was very heavily Native American, right? Utah Utes, like the football team, they're Utes. There's Navajo, Cherokee.
I never knew the. I mean, I should probably look more into Native American culture, but I didn't connect the Utah Utes and the Utes. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, my best friends when I was little, like born, they were Navajo. And it was funny. We'd always play like Pocahontas, and she would be Pocahontas, and I would be John Smith, and I was always like, "What the hell?" Looking back, and I'm like, "Yeah, okay, that
makes sense." I had a question that escaped my head. Oh, so like only having less than 5 people, black people in your school. Growing up, I know you said you had Asians and whatever whatsoever.
Mhm.
When was like the first time you saw like black person? Was it like
Oh, I mean, I had seen black people. I
not
mean,
on
like,
TV, not on TV. I'm
well,
talking like
we
you walking around, but like
well, we
you.
traveled. Like we would travel and everything. So when we did, we would see black
Okay, so
people.
you were cultured in
Yeah,
a okay,
it
good.
was actually one of the reasons why I want to move too, because I love diversity.
Mm.
I love being a part of like different cultures
Yeah.
and just I don't know. I don't like the same, just everything being the same.
Mm.
I love having just different options and just different things I can witness, be participate, see the different side of things. So that was one of the reasons I moved, and there's a lot of diversity here, which I enjoy.
That's dope. So you touched on it already. I'm just gonna skip ahead to it. You are 26.
Mhm.
When's your birthday? Like
December
okay, so we in the same area. What day?
19th.
I'm 13th.
Very nice.
All right, so married and divorced by 26, and you got a divorce 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
So you were married and divorced by 24.
Yeah,
How did it was this religion?
a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very common. Very common to be
Did
married
be
young in Utah. Yeah,
are they like what's the word? Arranged marriage?
wasn't arranged. I think it's just more of, I guess, with LDS culture, it's very normal for people to get married young, for a few different reasons, right? So they serve missions.
Mm-hmm.
The men are very heavily encouraged to serve a mission. So if you don't know what that is, basically when they turn 18,
Mm-hmm.
they, once of course they finish school, then they can go off for 2 years. They get assigned a place to go. So like my brother served in Mexico, so he lived in Torreon, Mexico for 2 years. And you learn the language, you teach, you go and proselyte, or if you're not allowed to proselyte, you serve and just like kind of you just interact with the community and the members, and then of course try to basically you try to spread the gospel, so convert other people to the religion. So once you finish those 2 years, though, it's very stressed for them to come back and get married. Like it's just very like marriage is what you do next.
Yeah.
And same with girls. Like I mean, you're always taught growing up like return missionaries who you want to marry, and ring by spring is the joke at BYU too. Which I did go to BYU for 2 years, but I escaped without being married. But so I think that was part of it, and I mean, of course, I mean they believe in celibacy,
Mm-hmm.
and that can kind of be a little bit of a driving factor as well. You're not really allowed to do anything until you're married, but in those regards.
Yeah.
So that definitely has a driving factor as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
So why'd you leave?
I mean,
Oh, you said what would it be? Would you just be leaving?
yeah,
Leaving? Okay, so
yeah, just leaving church, like
yeah.
ex-Mormon is kind of what they call me.
Are you like a dang? Every time I try to think of a word, it just escapes. But you're like, is it frowned upon?
Mhm.
So like, are you shunned?
I mean, a little bit,
I
definitely a
mean,
little bit. I think my parents have a really hard time with me not being part of the church.
okay.
Uh, they have a very common belief that if you are not like if you leave the church, like basically, like I won't be with my family in the afterlife,
Hmm.
and like I won't ever truly be happy or know true happiness. So they feel they almost have to grieve me in a way, in the sense of they're not going to be with me
Hmm.
forever.
Okay.
So it can be a little hard for them to accept that and understand that.
So could you, like, say you just changed your mind? Could you
Mhm.
go back?
Yeah, so I've actually been back once already, so I've
Okay.
technically left the church twice.
Okay. Just like it's not for me.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like without getting in, like deeply into religion, I feel like nowadays, depending on how you were raised, people are branching out away from
Mhm.
religion.
Yeah. I think in my age group there are a lot more that have left the church than previous age groups.
Mm.
Like I think my friend group from high school, I think half of us have left, which is a lot more than a lot more than it used to be
Mm.
with previous generations.
I need to learn more about Mormon culture.
There's a lot of media going on right now with it too.
Because of last week.
No, it's been very kind of in the limelight a lot recently because you had Secret Lives of Mormon Wives that came out, which is like a big reality TV show that popped off.
Mm-hmm.
It got huge. So there was that. There was American Primeval, which was like a Netflix show. Is about.
I never seen it, but I remember seeing the title. Yeah.
And so that was touched a lot on Mormons and the pioneers when they basically went and settled Utah. And then there was another one that had Andrew Garfield in it. I can't remember what it's called. There's just been a lot of media around Mormons right now recently.
And like, nah. I mean, I guess it would. Is it positive? Like the media attention, is it positive? So do you think like people were like, "Oh, let me go be Mormon"? No. Okay.
Probably not.
Excuse me. Actually, you're not the first Mormon I know or met.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Mormon in my high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I forgot her first name. Her last name was Sumter. I forgot her first name though.
Mm-hmm.
But her brother were Mormons, and for some reason, you and her are both really like chipper people. Like she was very, very like a very happy person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like
yeah.
Is that?
I mean, I definitely think that they're like, especially with like going out and like I don't know, partying in a way. Like I don't really drink. I'm not much of a drinker, but I'm so much more fun sober. People that's what they always say is they're really like almost they're impressed with how well I can just have fun and enjoy myself without alcohol. I do attribute a lot of that to growing up Mormon because we got very creative with how we do things because you're not allowed to drink in the Mormon church or really do any substance. You're not allowed to drink coffee and like that kind of stuff. So I've definitely learned how to just raw dog life. Lack of a better term.
You're not the first person I heard like not use that term, but the first person I've heard that they're more fun sober. I mean, and don't turn to drinking or substance to make life more fun. If you can have fun without the substance, please do. And if you think you have a problem with substance, there's a number at the end of the pod that you can call. And it's also down in the description. So just to let y'all know. But yeah, I mean, I think I have fun, like not having to drink. But for like some people, depending on like how you not only how you're raised, but just depending on the atmosphere. Mm-hmm. Drinks just loosen you up,
yeah.
Get liquid courage.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Get you to talk to people.
I think I'm definitely in a minority on that. Like especially like my industry, there's a lot of drinking is really big in my industry. Mm-hmm. Like when I take customers out, like I'll buy them all drinks and everything. I'll get myself my Dr. Pepper. Now I don't drink alcohol, but I do love my soda. Strongly addicted to Dr. Pepper. If I don't have my Dr. Pepper for that day, better watch out.
That's funny. I hate when I lose my train of thought. Lost my train of thought. If I come back to it, we'll come back to it. If not, then we won't. But we talked about growing up in Utah. You being so. How long were you married? You never really put a.
Just a year. So it was a year and a month.
Okay. Is the Mormon culture? Are y'all practice polygamy? I believe the word is.
So yeah, the basis of religion when it was like first founded, polygamy was practiced, and then they went away with polygamy, and then there was a group of fundamentalists, is what we call them. Mm-hmm. So the fundamentalists still wanted to practice polygamy, but because the church had now said no more, then they kind of broke off, and so there are still polygamists today, but they aren't recognized as part of the LDS religion. So it's kind of their own separate religion.
And that's just multiple wives, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I can handle multiple wives.
I don't.
That's a lot of work.
That's a lot. I don't understand why you don't want that.
But polygamy was only for those who practice it is only practiced for the male, right? Yeah. So you can't have multiple husbands. Yeah. That's weak.
Yeah, I know, right?
What if a girl was,
Right? That's what I'm saying. Come on.
That's weak. So if you don't mind talking about it, what brought about the end of your marriage?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of doomed from the beginning. I'm gonna be honest.
Mm.
Like, just wasn't. We fought a lot. That was a big part of it. He said it was like 2 weeks before we got married. He was like, "I doubt this lasts a year." I'm petty. I made it last a year. I was like, "All right, okay, I'm out." But every single time that we got in an argument, he would threaten divorce, which to me, like, that's a big deal. Like, if you're like, in my brain, I was getting married once in my life, and divorce wasn't on the table. And the only time if you ever brought up that word, that meant that like that's what you wanted.
Yeah.
So like, he started threatening it from the very beginning, and then finally, like, I just got sick of it, as well as like I didn't feel comfortable with bringing kids into the world with him.
Yeah.
So just kind of the combination of all that, and just I was miserable. So
Hey, I mean, like, first off, who says this won't last? What did so? I know your religion promotes marriage.
Mhm.
Did you or like was y'all dating and it was like I can like y'all both was like I can see us together,
Mhm.
and he proposed because he saw y'all together, or he was like I'm Mormon, you're Mormon, we should be married now.
no, it was definitely like a conscious decision. I think with the two of us, I mean, for me, like, he was one of the first guys that I felt like, for lack of better words, I never got bored with him.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Which I recognize now isn't actually the best thing because it wasn't for the right reasons. But so he just, I don't know. He always, I was very, like, I never was bored.
Mm-hmm.
There's always something, and and I think we did make a good team in a lot of ways. Like, we were both very driven and had a lot of standards when it came to like work ethic and work, like, down that line. Um, and so it just kind of, I don't know, it kind of worked that way. I don't think we were just totally, I think we were just too young too. I think that was a big part of it, because we were not compatible at the time because, well, we weren't compatible for a long time because we were so young. We hadn't really found ourselves yet, and we were so caught up on what could be, like, the potential, instead of what we actually were at that time. And I think that was a big part of it. What was the question? Let me make sure I'm answering this.
You why y'all get married? Pretty much was the question.
Oh yeah, and then yes, okay. So it kind of made sense at that point. We were we kept dating, and there was, okay, this is actually kind of probably one of the bigger reasons. But my family had a trip planned for, we were gonna go to Italy, and like, of course I was gonna go, my best friend was gonna go, but then here me and this guy are getting pretty serious, and I wanted him to go on the trip, but he wouldn't be able to go on the trip unless we were married, because that was just the standard that my family had. Like, in the Mormon church, it's also just like he wouldn't be allowed to come on a trip with me unless we were married. And so we kind of had a little bit of a timeline, and it was just kind of getting to that point where it was like, okay, well, that's kind of the next step. It's just the next step. So we did.
So if y'all were happy together, never bored together, did y'all argue a lot prior to marriage?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it wasn't just like, oh, we're married now, we're just gonna start fighting.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think it's definitely one of those things. I shouldn't have married him. I look back, I knew it too. I knew it at that point, but I didn't trust myself on that.
Did your parents fight back or push back?
Nobody did.
No.
Nobody did. It wasn't actually until my wedding day, and so the lady that was doing my hair, she was one of my youth advisors growing up in church, and she said, it's not too late. And that was the first time I'd heard that. And I was like, holy shit, wait, you're right. It's like, maybe I shouldn't do this. But then it was like, oh, we've already put all the money into the wedding, and all these people have already traveled, and so then that kind of went out. So it was just like, okay, like, we'll just see if we can make it work. Maybe it'll be different when we get married, It's not.
So I'm a big first impressions person, but I'm like, even if after first impressions, like, stuff starts going downhill, I'm a big believer in what you show me is who you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if I got to your point in life and was like, we argue a lot, or I don't know, if I'm questioning it, I'm gonna be like, hey people, I'm glad y'all came out. We already paid for everything. Enjoy yourselves.
Yeah.
But this isn't happening.
But this ain't it. I know. If I could go back, well, actually, I don't know. I feel like I learned a lot of stuff.
Mm.
I do have to say, like, I think the lessons that I learned in that marriage and coming out of the marriage definitely, like, I wouldn't change those for the world because I think for me that shaped a lot of who I am now today, and I feel like I'm very proud of who I am today and how far I've come. So, I don't know, I wouldn't change those. That being said, though, I definitely shouldn't have gotten married, and I knew it. I knew it, and I just didn't. I just didn't go through with saying no.
No. Hey, well,
That was part of what I need to learn.
yeah, I
That
mean,
was part of what I need to learn.
everything happens for a reason. So you just need to, have your reason to learn something.
Yeah, but no, I definitely showed his colors true colors early on, and I just sticking with them.
Have y'all communicated since?
Yes, so we both moved here. So he actually
Okay.
lives in the area as well. And we did try dating again after it was like a few months after we moved here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so no, we have not talked since New Year's of last year. So it's been almost 2 years since we've talked.
Okay. Now y'all, I guess, hopefully you're living better lives apart.
Yeah. Yes, we are. Well, at least I am.
Alright, so we kind of touched on a bunch of stuff that I had listed, but since you moved, when did you start? For those that don't know, we've met through flag football like every other person that you've seen on this on the pod, except for one, no, maybe two. Um, but what made you get into flag football?
Ooh, I mean, I loved football growing up. So if we go way back, elementary school, the boys never threw me the ball. So, and I hated that. And so, because like I always wanted to play, I always wanted to be part of it. Like
Yeah.
I kind of said a little bit, I was a little bit of a tomboy growing up.
Mhm.
And so, like, I always loved sports. And for some reason, football always caught my attention and wanted to play, but just never really had much opportunity to. Just wasn't allowed to, I guess, in a lot of ways. And then, like, I played softball too. So, I mean, throwing was very much like throwing and catching was kind of what came naturally to me. And I finally got to play powder puff in high school. And I loved it. And then played intramurals in college. And then I did really good. Honestly, one of my teams was undefeated. And we won the championship. That was awesome. It was great. Love it. Then that was actually one of the reasons why I was excited about moving to Texas too, because there's not really any programs like that in Utah. There's not really many. Especially where I was at is a pretty small-ish city.
Mhm.
Like if you think of Waco,
Okay, yeah.
it's very similar to Waco.
Yeah.
So not really anything for you to do after college. So if I wanted to play flag football, then I'd be having to play in men's leagues, which is fine. I'm sure I could get better and eventually be able to contend and everything, but uh, there just wasn't really many opportunities. So that was one of the first things I looked up when I moved here, and I signed up for a league before I even moved here. I missed the first week because the season started, and then the first week I was here, I was starting and playing. So
And you started with Lone Star?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. And how was you? I think you told me. How was your free agent team? Because they're never good.
Yeah, well, I mean, the first season I got picked up. Well, I got put on a team that was already kind of established,
Okay.
and they just needed some more girls, and so that season actually wasn't too bad. But I think they still didn't play as well as they normally do, and they disbanded after the first season. And then it was all free agent teams, which were,
Yeah.
it's still fun to get out there, but and good to meet people, but then just you're not that great. You don't really contend. And then I got on one free agent team that we all meshed together pretty well and played decently well together, and I've been together since. So
That's the team that I beat.
yeah, I don't think we beat you yet. The other one, my Wednesday team was also a free agent team, and we beat you guys twice. So
It's not when it mattered.
so
It's not when it mattered.
but we beat you.
It's just not when it mattered.
I even lost my mind when we beat you guys the first time. I I was so happy because so ever since I moved, I mean, I already knew that you guys were the best team. Like from the very first season I played, so it's like I was feeling pretty good about myself after we beat you.
Right. Even the greats have bad days, so I'll just chalk it up to a bad day.
Oh sure.
So you've been playing for a minute, and You've also, I don't know if y'all remember when Angie was on, she would talk about BVB. You
No,
also played with BVB. How was that experience?
oh, it was incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were on the blue team, right?
Mhm.
Okay, y'all some
Yes,
cheaters.
cheaters.
The pink team has like 5 people, and the blue team has an Olympian
I mean,
and 35 plus people.
sounds like a painting problem. I mean, I I think they're gonna fix it this year. I think really it's just a timing thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. They had the pink practices, which basically how you're decided which team you're on is which practice you can make.
Yeah,
right?
it was Wednesdays, I believe.
Yeah, pink has Wednesdays, which I play Lone Star on Wednesdays, and I think it's kind of unfair. I guess it is a little unfair to the pink team because you're taking out a whole section of girls that are playing already on
Yeah.
Wednesdays that you can't take to play on pink team. So I do say like it isn't fair in that sense, but I think they're gonna fix it this year.
Yeah, they need to at least alternate days or something.
Yeah.
Blues with like four seasons of winning or something like that.
Hey, but it used to be pink team that was winning.
Excuse me. And then it was like they're winning too much. Let's put them on Wednesdays.
Yeah. It used to be pink team. So.
Bunch of cheaters. So I've touched on it a little bit about how happy go lucky you are. uh, what would you say makes you happy?
Gratitude. Like I think every day, I think I constantly look around myself and notice the beautiful things around me or just the things that I'm lucky to have.
Mhm.
And I think that really attributes a lot to my happiness. It's just I'm grateful for what's in my life. I don't think I'm constantly looking for the bad things. I'm constantly looking for the good things.
So you're optimistic.
And I live in the moment. I'm very much like a what's happening right here. I like
Yeah.
to be present with the people that are around me, and I think kind of combination of all those makes me
That's good because I don't think I've ever seen you mad
Mhm.
or upset.
It's rare. It's rare.
That's good. And you've been like this all your whole life?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is your family equally as joyful?
Yeah, I would say so. Like my dad and I are very similar people. I think my mom is a little more serious, but she's still very like she's a saint. She's just so nice.
I didn't ask you, are you an only child? I mean,
Got one brother.
one brother?
Mhm.
Older, younger?
Older. He's 5 years older.
Is he still in the church?
Yeah, so I'm the one that's left, but when he's married, has 2 kids and everything. So.
Did he get married right out of house after his mission?
No, it took him a little bit longer.
Okay.
It took him a little bit longer.
So he found the right person. Or
Yeah.
tried to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, he was very much, I mean, he's a lot more quiet than I am. We're very like kind of opposite. So he's a little bit more reserved. And so it kind of took him a little bit longer too, I think, because of that. Yeah.
That's good. Do you like your sister-in-law?
Yeah.
She's gonna watch this. She's gonna play it. What you know?
Sam, I also like you.
And so you have 2 nieces or nephews?
2 nephews.
2 nephews.
Yeah.
That's good. How old are they?
Freaking cute. One is 3 and the other one is, I think, 8 months.
Oh, so brand new kids.
Yeah.
You have a 3-year-old nephew. So he made me realize how unprepared I am for children.
Right.
He has so much energy.
Right.
So I'm tired, man. Sleep alone.
Yeah. You're not gonna get me sleep.
But we touched on how happy you are. But when was the last time you cried?
Ooh, when was the last time I cried? Shit, I think I cried today. But I cry at tender things. To like happy things.
Yeah.
I cry more with happy things than I do sad things. But yeah, no, I think I was watching. What was I watching? I was watching The Summer I Turned Pretty. It was last night. It was not today. It was last night.
Okay. So I haven't seen it, but I've seen the title of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, it's good enough to make you cry.
Finished the first season. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty. I cry a lot in movies though.
Are you tearing up now?
No, I'm fine now.
But so, you say you cry more often at like happy things, but you haven't been sad recently, or
A little sad, but I think it's more of kind of like my job. Like I said, like my job, I have like my days where I'm like, okay, is this what I want to be doing for the rest of my life? I have moments like that where I'm like, okay, I don't really feel totally fulfilled by it because I mean I'm selling electrical material. Like
Yeah.
it's like not really like it doesn't really feel like meaningful in a lot of ways. So I think I've kind of struggled with that recently, and just like I'm very on my own when it comes to that. Like I have my team, like
Yeah.
my support staff, and then the other sales team, like the sales guys on the team and everything. But I don't know, it just feels very like I'm on my own,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm very much like a team person. So I have my moments where I feel
So
sad.
I don't know if I asked you, but you said you're happy with what you do. But since you just spoke, it made me realize, is this what you want to do?
I mean, I've been very much like I'm the type of person where I hop around. Like
Mm-hmm.
I like to learn a lot of things. I like to do a bunch of new things. I would say like jack of all trades, master of none is definitely me.
I can. I say the same thing.
Yeah.
I can do almost everything,
Mhm.
but sometimes you just want to
Yeah.
leave,
Yeah.
do something else.
Yeah, exactly.
So, do you foresee yourself uh doing something else in the near future?
Yeah, I mean the plan that I had was for the longest time was to work and make my money
Mm-hmm.
and then retire and then go and teach high school. That was kind of the idea that I had. Which I honestly I still want to do that because I think for me I think teaching high school would be a lot more fulfilling and I would enjoy that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what my calling in life is.
I mean, you're still young. You still
Yeah.
got time.
Yep, I do.
Uh, I mean, I still don't know what I want to do. I have a plan for when I do what I want to do, but it's mainly just to make me financially set, and
Mhm.
then once I'm financially set, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
disappear off the face of the earth. Nobody's gonna find me. I'm just gonna be do stuff. But I did attempt to get into teaching.
Mhm.
Uh, they can't see, but there's a book right there underneath.
Mhm.
What else? The Texas T with ease. Yeah, I was gonna teach high school
Nice.
or middle school social studies,
Nice.
but I don't. I like thinking about it. Like I could see myself doing. It. I mainly
Yeah.
wanted to coach. Like
Yeah.
I could see myself doing it, but I'm like, I don't like kids. Like
That's fair.
I like kids, but these kids
Yeah,
nowadays they're different.
they are so different. And like the slang,
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell's going on
I
sometimes.
since you just broke up slang brought up slang, I was just thinking about it literally yesterday.
Mhm.
Um so growing up for me,
Yeah.
when somebody says they got cracked,
Mhm.
is they got hit in the face.
Hmm.
Now it means they had sex.
Really?
Yes.
What?
I was like, where did that come from?
There's
It's
so many things that changed.
like growing up, so like dang, you got cracked. That means you got hit. And I was watching a streamer like 2 years ago, and it was like, man, that dude is cracked,
Mhm.
and that meant they were really good at the game.
Yeah.
And then as of like last week, people just saying on social media like, I'm trying to get cracked, or I got cracked last night. Like, what the heck is they talking about?
What? It doesn't look like you did.
And they're talking about having sex. I'm like, y'all just changing up all these new terms that I can't catch up with.
Mhm.
And y'all putting out way too much information into the world.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean that's normal. Actually, I don't know. It is and it isn't.
It's been normalized because of
Yeah,
social media.
it definitely
But
has been normalized.
hey, yeah, keep your private life private. People don't need to know everything.
Yeah, they don't.
Hey,
They
now.
don't. But yeah, no, slang. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of things that are like that. I mean, gay used to mean just happy,
Happy, yeah.
and now it means gay. So I mean, there's like just like slang words like that. Just it's changed.
Yeah. And it's just the new generation. Like 6'7" doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, what
It
does
that
that
like
mean?
I looked it up. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a Twitch thing, I think, or
Jeez,
the kids thing.
6'7". That's all. 6'7".
I thought it used to be like the song. I think it was like I know it was 6'7" or 6. I don't know what it was, but
Mhm.
I know they were saying it because of a song.
Mhm.
I was like, okay, that makes sense, but now it just be saying, see, I don't understand these children.
I don't either. I really don't.
Just say normal words.
I know. I know. I feel like our words were never.
They
Our words were not made up. Okay, maybe.
they
Well, even YOLO. YOLO made sense because
Yeah.
it was an
yeah,
acronym.
yeah.
It all was based on something that's real.
Now I don't know what it means, but even based means something. Do you know what that means? Okay, yeah, it means something. But like, man, that's based. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it means basic. I don't know
That
what
makes
it means.
sense. No idea.
I don't know what it means. But yeah, they just coming up with different words for everything.
Yeah.
Like even the words we grew up with as slang now it means something else.
Yeah.
So
It's crazy.
I'm just gonna stay in my bubble and yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at too. I'm like, all right, I'm old enough now. I don't need to keep up with that.
And now so a couple of points. Growing up I'm from Delaware, as you know.
Mm.
I used to say water,
Water?
water instead of water.
Water? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I used to say water. Even when I go back home, sometimes I say it. But like that was how I said water.
Yeah.
Water. Um, but I got to Texas, and I was like, "What is a water? What is a water?" I was like, "It's that what's water." I was like, "It's water." It's like, okay, but I say water, so they bullied me into saying water. Um, and then it's a Philly thing, but most stuff from Philly trickles down to Delaware. So John was a thing. John refers to any object or a person. It's just like that's a John. You're a John. Like it's a John. So that was normal for me. Moved to Texas. I was saying John, and it was like, "What's that?" Like, it's, John.
Yeah, that's John. That's John.
And then I continued to say it, but when they were talking, they was like, "Oh, pass me that hoe right there," or "What the hoe?" Like, why are y'all calling everything a hoe?
You're like, okay, John is Ho. Ho is John.
Yeah, it was like, all right. So now I've been here long enough, so now I adopted John. I adopted Ho and removed John. But yeah, I was so confused. Everything was a hoe. I was like, well, why are y'all calling things hoes? Like, yeah, like. He's like, pass me that hoe. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, so I guess it depends. Well, and social media also is like spreading localized things everywhere.
Yeah.
So maybe cracked was like a thing in Bangladesh, and
That's possible. Yeah, it's possible.
But hey, it's here now.
It is.
I won't be using it.
I feel like Texans are they bully you if you say things different.
Yeah, Texans are mean. I've been bullied here.
I think I mean, I feel like I don't really have much of an accent.
No.
But when I say, apparently my word, the word that gives me away is both.
Both?
Yeah.
Like BOTH?
Yeah. Apparently I put an L in it, so I'm like both.
You do put an L in
it.
Yeah. That I was told I had an accent. I was like, I don't think so. But I don't know. I don't think there's besides water. I don't think there's anything that gives me away. But
it was just like, yeah, I feel like that's anything. Like just a couple words. Like Texans, ol, 90. I can't even say it. 90. They don't even put a D or a T or anything in there. Or sol. I saw it.
Like just SAL.
Yeah.
So
I saw it. I saw it.
So I got to pay attention to my Texan friends a lot more now. But you could normally tell Southerners and like Easterners a lot based off their slang.
Yeah.
Because Southerners, you can tell when somebody's Southerner. True Southerners, not like you just live in the South.
Yeah.
And like so Baltimore has different words, and I don't even understand Baltimore people. And then you got like the people in Boston, they also got different. And then New York, everybody at the Northeast, they just talk different.
They do. I mean, definitely. I think. Well, we just have so much space too, right? And each region of the United States has different factors that flow into it.
Yeah.
Like you have Europe, and like each country is gonna have its own things. And it's kind of the same here. Each state is basically the size of each country over there, So I mean, it's just going to be different. I think we're pretty similar, though, considering everything.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Here's my tangent.
Hey, we kind of went on tangent. I mean, I've asked all the questions I need to ask. You did say at the beginning if you could ask any questions. Is there any questions you have for me?
Oh, you said no. I didn't think of any questions.
I said it's possible. If you wanted to find something you wanted to ask me, um,
What's Delaware like? I've never been to Delaware.
don't.
The only thing I know about Delaware is George Washington.
Ain't nothing up there. Joe Biden's from there.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Joe Biden's from there. Joe Flacco went to UD. Elena Deladine is from Delaware. I think she also went to UD. No, she didn't. I don't think she went to UD, but she's from Delaware. You know who Elena Deladine is?
Nope.
Back WNBA. Basketball.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know if she's still playing. I think she may still be playing, but yeah, Elena Deladine. Got a couple boxers that live up there.
Mhm.
But yeah, if you never been, you ain't not missing out. Ain't nothing there.
Yeah, I just gotta check that one out.
Ain't nothing there. We got what, 5 colleges?
Yeah.
Yes, it's nothing there. Two divisions of high school, maybe 3.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much.
Yeah, you know, I consider Delaware a place where people go to die.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Do you think if you lived in a different state, you would have gone and played college with football?
Oh, definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah, 100%. Everybody I ever talk to be like, what college you go to?
I know. I asked you that. I was like,
Nah, I ain't playing in college. I ain't get scouted.
you
Nah.
said, nah, they don't care about Delaware.
Yeah, we didn't get scouted out there. But nah, after, uh, I was in, I lived with my dad for a year in PA. And if I stayed at that school, I probably would have played in college. But nah, my school was small. We weren't that great. But
yeah. Who would you have wanted to play for if you could?
like any school?
Mhm.
I was a big Ohio State fan when I was smaller.
Yeah.
Any of the big schools, I would love to play for them. Oregon, based off their uniforms.
Yeah, they've always got sick uniforms.
USC, based off Reggie Bush.
Mm-hmm.
Any of the Florida schools, Miami would have been dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, if I would play in college, I would have so much fun. But I don't regret not. I mean, obviously, it was just the circumstances I grew up with, but I enjoy when people ask me like what college I played for, or like, did you play in college? Because it just makes me feel like I'm good.
Yeah, nah, I mean, you can literally throw end zone to end zone. I mean, on the rope.
Yeah, so end zone to end zone flag is like 75, 80 yards. It's not the full 100.
It isn't.
And the ball's a little lighter, so she's hyping me up a little bit.
Okay, but it's on a rope. Like, that's still really hard to do.
Yeah.
There's only a few that I feel like can do that as well as you do.
Rello can do it.
I mean, yeah, Rello can do it, but he's also like the other best one.
Yeah, but yeah, I like when y'all ask me that because I'll be like, man, I'm good. But yeah, my brother played in college. He was better than me, but he played for a D2 school. And he actually tried. I think if I went D2, because I didn't really, I could have walked on and played, but I didn't pick UNT for football. I was just like, hey, it's far away from Delaware. My cousin was here. You take that trip. But I did walk on or try to walk on at UNT. I should have walked on as a receiver. Because I don't know, when the spotlight's on and I'm trying to practice or throw how I want to, I just think, man, I'm not doing how I want to be.
Yeah.
But also, when I did walk on, they have preferred walk-ons, and there was only one preferred walk-on that they wanted, and they only had one spot. So I was like, oh, y'all just out here giving us a little exercise.
Yeah, basically.
Like, what is this thing for?
No, though.
Yeah, when I found out, I was like, yeah, it is what it is. I'm not.
You can change your minds. That happens.
But nah, if I went to a Texas school, yeah, shoot, we probably would never be talking right now.
Yeah, that's true. You'd be way off.
Not even like saying I'd be in like the league or anything, but I think everything that I did in life led to where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if I went to a different school, I wouldn't have joined the Navy. I wouldn't have moved to Texas. I would have, yeah. So everything just led me to where I'm at right now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, let's get back to somewhat of the pod. Unless you have any questions.
No, I think that's good.
All right. So we've been talking for almost an hour. I feel like there's more stuff I wanted to talk about. I didn't write it down, but I feel like we had a good conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. I asked my guests, are they okay? Because the purpose of Chasing OK, presented by LiveOK, which is a small nonprofit that I created, centered around mental health awareness. So Chasing OK, life's a marathon, because it's a marathon to get to where you want to be. Everybody has their ups and downs. And it's just to be mindful to, actually ask for help, search for help, and, do great things. That being said, are you okay when you're not okay? How do you deal with not being okay?
I am okay. When I'm not okay, I just might make sure a few different things. Like I'll go take a walk, get outside, kind of get fresh air, look around me. I think nature really helps me. I love just seeing the beauty, like the beauty that's around me naturally that is there on its own, just thriving on its own. I think that's a big thing. I make sure to surround myself with people as well. So like, I think if I ever start getting sad or a little depressed, I know that I just need to be around people. And as soon as I do that, even if I don't want to, then I'm fine. Um, it's just like talking to people, and having conversations. I love therapy. Therapy has done absolute wonders for me. I'm not an angry person, but after my marriage, divorce, like I definitely was very angry, and I harbored a lot of anger for it, and it's not normal for me. That bothered me, and so we started going to therapy, and oh my gosh, the transformation from being divorced and where I was at that point to where I'm at now has been incredible. So those are my biggest things, and just gratitude again. Be grateful for what's around you. Look for the good things.
That's awesome. And a big point that we've harped on, and that's been said multiple times. Go to therapy. You see, it helps.
It does.
I actually plan on going. So this right now is my therapy, talking to other people. This is this is what I consider therapy. But I will be talking to a professional in the future. It's just not.
That's good.
They're expensive.
They're expensive. It's true.
And somebody said, well, I could get a free one, but I want to be able to pick mine out. And
no, that's important to find the one that works for you. Yeah. Because like I tried probably like 4 or 5 different ones, and I don't know. It's kind of like teaching, right? There's different teaching styles, different learning styles. You got to find the therapist that works best for what you need. Yeah. And who gets through to you the best. It takes time.
Exactly. So yeah. Find somebody that you can talk to. If you cannot afford it, which everybody can't, find somebody that you can talk to. Maybe they won't give you the constructive feedback that you need, but at least he'll be more helpful than being secluded and listening to your inner thoughts, because they can be scary.
It's good to talk it through.
Yeah. But I'm glad that you're doing good. I'm glad that you're in therapy. I'm glad that you're a happy person. And I'm glad that you came on to have this conversation with me, and maybe we'll have another one. I'm always down for part 2s with people.
Yeah, because I'm always down the app.
we always find something new to talk about, or things of that nature. But also, towards the end of every episode, we give motivation. So I would just like you to give motivation to my millions of subscribers, viewers, and listeners. Before she gives her motivation, make sure you like, share, subscribe, do all the things below that are under here. Because y'all help me, help other people. That's the mission. That's the goal. Help one person, I'm succeeding in life. But you can look at the dual camera, or you can look at your personal camera, and you can give motivation. It can be short, long, or however you feel they want to hear.
Deal. I would say my motivation, look at someone you look up to or who has achieved the things that you want to achieve in life, and recognize that they were once at the same spot you were at. Take that motivation and just know that you can achieve anything that you want to do. You are capable of it. And if they can do it, so can you.
Great words. Because I was going to make a topic out of that before.
Really?
Yes.
Look at that.
Because pretty much what she said is, all these people out here are normal.
Yes.
Everybody, unless are a Nepo baby, or Nepo babies are fine, because if I was in the opportunity to give my child or family member the opportunity, then I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But unless you're a Nepo baby, or you come from wealth,
yeah,
most people, picked themselves up by their bootstraps, for so to say, and found their way out, or found found a way to be where they are. But what she said, I don't have to make a topic out of it. Just know that everybody, unless they were never baby, were where you were or are.
Yep.
If not in worse situations. So just find a way to make the best out of your situation.
Yep. Believe in yourself.
That's if you believe in yourself. Look up Kai Cenat and Marlon Wayne's their theater session. It's very informative. It's like 30 minutes, but I was watching this stream and I was about to turn it off, and then they start talking about some deep stuff, and I sat there and listened for the full 30 minutes because it actually, was enlightening. But after you watch my pod, then you can listen to this. But other than that, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for sharing, subscribing, viewing, and supporting me for everything that we've been through. You don't have anything to toast with, so I appreciate.
Water.
You can't toast with water. It's bad luck.
I
But I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
We may do this again. But until then, live your life. Be great. Love.
Like you said.
Thanks for listening to the Ramblings of a Madman. If you want to come on and have a conversation, feel free to message me at the email in the bio. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Life is about choices. It would be great if you choose to like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe and be great.
Ain't perfect, but ain't no complaining. I know my shit is different, I just can't explain it. Food for thought.